This is our E16 series of solenoid coil. Now E16 is just our part number, but the coil essentially is designed to fit over a 16.2 millimeter operator. So if you see this hole that goes right through the coil, top and bottom, and you imagine a solenoid valve here without a coil on it, this would slide over the operator and sit on top. So it's important that the coil is the right size for the operator. The other important thing for the coil is that the height is correct. So when we talk about height, we mean the height from the bottom to the top of the coil. Now this is the height that your magnetic field, which is created by the coil, will be surrounding the armature. So the height isn't correct. So we want the operator size, which is a hole in the middle, the height, and we also want the power. So this coil here we say is 18 watts or 26 volt amps, but it actually varies depending upon the voltage within the range of this coil. So this coil goes right from 12 volt DC to 415 volt AC. Now they all come with an IP65 DIN plug. So they all have an LED. When I say all except for the 415 volt AC, that's just a black DIN plug, but they all have an LED in here. They're all a class H insulation on these coils. So if we just take the DIN plug off this coil, there's a retaining nut, so a retaining screw here at the back. Now this just helps keep the DIN plug on the coil. Now this is the case for the DIN plug, and this is the inside of the DIN plug. Now sometimes this comes off separately, so you can actually change the orientation of this DIN plug on the coil. Now you always want to have the DIN plug inlet facing down. So when it's on the coil, you want this facing down. Now that purely is to stop water getting in. The most common failure we see in coils is water getting in the DIN plug and shorting the coil. So you want that facing down with a drip loop. Now we have a profile gasket which goes over this DIN plug. All of our coils come with a DIN plug. Most other ones from other suppliers don't. You buy the DIN plug and coil separately. We figure that even if you've already got an existing DIN plug wired up, you can reuse that and keep this as a spare. Because don't forget, these coils will fit a whole different range of solenoid valves, not just our brand. So you can put this on any brand as long as the operator size, the height and the power is correct. Now if we look on the back of this valve here, you'll see three terminals. So on the back of this coil goes on a valve, you'll see three terminals. You have the earth, and you have a positive and negative, or a negative and positive. These are not polarity conscious. It can also be neutral and live if it's AC, or live and neutral. So not polarity conscious. And then this is the earth. And your DIN plug will fit over the top. You'll slide that on, like so. You'll do up the retaining screw here. This just helps it stay on the body, and there you have it. So this will be facing down, will go over your operator, and then coil will work.